Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Harper here one more time. Live and direct from Panama City, Panama. And in this occasion, I'm bringing a brand new topic, hot topic. I've been asked a lot about, how do I feel about Central America since I've been here for now about a year. Well, 10 months to be exact, and coming up on a year soon. So just to give a quick recap and then just to bring you up to speed of my living here in Panama City as an expat. Everything is going well so far. Work is fine. Work is just, great. Food, I'm good. I'm keeping up good. I think one of the biggest things is being able to maintain your routines, stay disciplined with your routines, making sure you continue working out, eating right, I'm doing all the necessary things that you got to do to stay healthy and to stay looking good. As you guys know, I travel a lot. I'm not just in Panama all the time. Like, I'm consistently traveling for like my personal game with work and also for the content. As a content creator, I do traveling and also my actually official work. I also travel a lot. So just to bring it up, I just got back from Dominican Republic 2 weeks ago. Then for Christmas, I went to Bocas del Toro here in Panama. If you haven't seen that content, like the first weekend of the year, I went to Bocas del Toro. Bocas del Toro is one of the most popular tourist places here in Panama. It's a beach area. It's a beach town. It's actually a beach island, and it's composed by many, many islands. So there's a lot of things for you to do during the day, and the nightlife is insane. They also host one of the biggest events in Central America, period. They have this event called Filthy Friday, which I also did some content on, and you can find it below in the description. And Filthy Friday is just out of this world, man. It's crazy. It's like a whole day of party. They start like around 11 a.m. and it ends up like around 10ish, like 10:30. But think about it, 11 a.m. And when I say 11 a.m., it's not like you're just going to get there and it's getting warm up. No, it's already on the high. It's already lit at 11 a.m. So if you ever get a chance to come to Panama and you could take a break and go to Bocas del Toro, I will definitely advise to go, even if it is just to chill. If it's to party, like whatever decision you wanna, whatever reasoning you have to go, because you're not gonna regret it. And if you need full information on everything from how to get there, how to book the trip, things to do, where to eat, where to party, everything is on the channel. So you just, I'm gonna leave the link in the description, and I also have a playlist with like all the videos I've done from Bocas del Toro. But just to let you know, everything is going well in Panama City. I have the Central Park of Panama City here, Park Omal, is really close to my house. Nightlife is good. I don't go out as much as I want to here in Panama, because again, I'm always traveling, and I honestly rather, visit other countries and enjoy the nightlife, because when I'm here, I'm just focusing on work. I'm focusing working out and getting my body right. So when I actually travel, I'm able to do that. Like, I do go out here in Panama City, but not as much, because my traveling life is so hectic that if I go out every time that I'm here and I'm also go out when I'm traveling, I'm gonna be like freaking dead. It's crazy. But anyways, I wanted to talk about this subject right here. I want to talk about the 3 countries in Central America that are the most. And I'm going to base this on 3 things. I'm going to base it on accommodations. And with accommodations, I'm going to talk about like ticket, like traveling. I'm going to talk about like transportation and climate. All of that is going to be on the accommodation. Then I want to talk about nightlife, and that holds everything that has to do with nightlife. And then I want to talk about like people, like, what are people like, females and stuff like that. So when we talk about these 3 countries, you guys already know I don't have to say much, but to me, I'm not going to talk about any particular order, because you guys are going to tell which one is my favorite. You guys know which one is my favorite, but if I talk about it in any particular order, like, of course, Panama City is one of them. Panama City, just because of the proximity to the U.S., also the accommodations, like, it's about 1 hour different. But everything that you like from the U.S., you could find it here. And then at the same time, you could really feel the culture of Panama. Like, you could do both. Like, you could, I mean, anything that you like in the U.S. when it comes to food, when it comes to like nightlife, when it comes to accommodations. Like right now, like I'm living on the 35th floor. Like I have an excellent view. Like I have a view of the ocean. I have a view of the park. I have a view of the city. Like it's really nice. So you could have that type of life, like that urban life, like, you know, that city life. But also you could have the beach life, like that Florida life. You know, like this, many people call it like the Florida of Central America, because you have that line with the hotel, well, not the hotel, but the buildings and the ocean front. Like it's really similar to like living in Florida, but of course like at half a price. So definitely when it comes to accommodations, you can find still really good prices for Airbnbs. If you want to do the hostel life, very good prices. If you want to rent for a month, like my rent is like half of what I used to pay in Florida. So like I'm definitely winning on that side. So when it comes to accommodation, traveling, it's actually traveling to Panama is not expensive. Traveling out of Panama is a little bit more pricey because there's only like 2 airlines that have the bulk of the flights out. But coming in, you can find any airline. The problem is, you know, flying back, which is only like I want to say it's Copa Airlines and the Colombian airline, what you might call it, Avianca. So those are the 2 main airlines flying out of Panama. And that's basically if you're an expat here, if you're staying here a long time, if you want to travel like around Central America, it's probably going to cost you a little bit more than coming from the US, like, you know, back and forth, because you could fly in one of those, you know, cheaper airlines and just get that round trip. So Panama, again, food, really good food, and you can find any food that you get in the US. You could get the seafood, really good here. You could get that typical Panamanian food here. I showed you guys in a video like a fonda, you know, where they sell like the rice with the rice and beans with the pollo guisado, all that good stuff, the avocado. Oh my God, you get all of that here at a very, very good price. And then nightlife, of course, you could go to Casco Viejo, and come on, I have many videos about nightlife here. And you could do the rooftops, man. The rooftops are a big one here in Panama City. So definitely you could get that nightlife and have a super cool time here when it comes to nightlife. Now, and again, if you want to see more details about Panama, I have multiple videos about the lifestyle here in Panama. Lifestyle as an expat and lifestyle as a regular traveler that just come here for a period of time, for a specific time, maybe better said. Another country, and this is number 2, not particular or any particular order, is Nicaragua. Nicaragua is an amazing city. People don't talk much about it because I guess, you know, there's a lot of problems with the US and the government and the whole nine. But the only reason I'm bringing Nicaragua, and I'm putting Nicaragua on top of Guatemala, and you guys, you know, I adore Guatemala. There's so much to do. The only reason I'm putting Nicaragua in this, you know, in this scale here, in the top 3, is because of prices, 1, and then 2, because you're gonna do something that you never done in your life. Like for example, you could do the sliding on the volcanoes. Man, that's something that you will never. There's like 2 countries in the whole world that you could do stuff like that. I think you could do it in Peru, but not at the scale that you could do it in Nicaragua. Like the sliding on the volcano in Nicaragua is high, bro. It's like high. And it could be even dangerous if you want to say, because I fell out of it. I scratched my face and everything. It was crazy. But it still was a good time. It was a one-in-a-lifetime event that I was not going to let that pass. So you could do that. You could do like regular volcano hikes, and it's not just one volcano. Like El Salvador has like 2, 3. In Nicaragua, it's like freaking 20 or more. Actually, there's a whole island. There's a volcano. It's just crazy, bro. There's so much to do in Nicaragua, and people don't talk about it enough. The nightlife is fantastic. I'm gonna link below like my nightlife in Nicaragua, which was amazing. Food was out of this world. Man, the food is so good in it. Oh my God, and cheap. The prices are just bananas. Just bananas. So when it comes to accommodation, I stay when I went to Nicaragua in 3 different hostels. And of course, I always tell you guys, when I go to a country for the first time, I always stay at a hostel. Like I just get a single room for myself so I can, experience that single room with my home bathroom. At least, I get my privacy and I'm able to do things. Man, and I mean, people think you're not able to, but I brought girls into my room and it was fine. Like, you just gotta find ways to do it. There's always ways to do things, especially when you're not hurting anybody. You're not doing illegal nothing, it's just having fun with another person. Like, who cares? And in a week, I went all over Nicaragua. Like, I started in one city, went to the next city, went to León, then went to San Juan del Sur. I did the Sunday Fun Day in San Juan del Sur. That's a party. That's a bar crawl. That is insane. What I'm telling you, it's insane. Like, oh my God, the amount of fun that you have in this event is incredible. It's a one in a lifetime. Like, you guys have to do that. And the funny thing is that not many YouTubers that do content about traveling has done it. So guys, I'm gonna link it below. This is not like a promotional video, but I'm gonna link it below. You need to experience San Juan del Sur, and I'm gonna leave it up to that. Like, just San Juan del Sur, sliding on a volcano, the nightlife. They also have the jungle rave. They do this rave on a freaking tree house that is on the top of a mountain, and it's insane. You people are sleeping on Nicaragua, and on top of that, it's like half the price of Panama, so it's even cheaper than Panama. Like, I can't talk enough about Nicaragua. It's a really good time. People are really nice. People treat you really, really, really nice. I was walking around there all times of the hour. Like, again, and it's again how you move and shake in these countries. Like, of course you have to be careful. Of course you gotta watch with your phone and all of that stuff, and not walk around like with bling bling all over your neck and expensive shoes and all of this stuff. Like, you could still need to be careful. It's still Central America. You still need to be careful, but you have a lot of fun. And once you go to these countries, you're probably not gonna find a lot of Americans, but you find an insane amount of Europeans. And if Europeans from other countries are visiting Central America, why can't you? You know what I'm saying? There's nothing special. They see you are the same thing. You're still a gringo, just like in Brazil. Like, everyone that's not Brazilian is a gringo. And that's the same thing with these countries in Central America. And anyone that's not from their country, you're basically a gringo. So if there's people from other countries in Europe, why not from the US? You closer. And of course, my third country, my all-time best, and this is not in any particular order, but you guys know how I feel about El Salvador. El Salvador, I cannot express enough. I cannot say enough how much I like this country. I have dear friends to my heart. Like, I have really good friends. Like, and these are not friends that we just talk when we're there. Like, we talk consistently, like every week. We always in touch. We always planning the next thing. Now they want me to go back for Easter. I don't know if I'm gonna go because I really want to go to other places this year. I told you guys I'm spreading my wing. Next week I'm hitting Brazil, so you're gonna get a lot of content from Brazil. Right after that, I'm going back to Ecuador to just do, it's been a year, so I need to go back and touch down in Ecuador and see what's up. I'm going to Peru again, touch down in Peru. I have some unfinished business in Ecuador and Peru that I have to go take care of. And then after that, I'm spreading my bread, man. I'm finishing with Paraguay, and then I'm going to Europe. So El Salvador, I don't know if there's anything else that I can say about El Salvador that I haven't said. Super cheap to go. They have, the currency is dollar and Bitcoin, of course. The beaches are beautiful. Nightlife is insane. You guys know how I feel about the nightlife in El Salvador. People are super cool. I'm telling you, I cannot tell these stories many times. Like the first time I went to El Salvador, I was just standing around by myself, chilling. People saw my, my swag, the way that I moved, the way I talked to girls that were noticing me, and this group of guys, they pulled me to the table, started talking to me. They're like, you buy yourself here. If you buy yourself, you should stay with us. Like, if I go to another country, I wouldn't want to be by myself. And they brought me to the table. I was like, what, it's fine, it's cool. And I left, came back again, because I was like, I was observing and seeing like how they maneuver and how they were doing things, and who they were talking to and things like that. What were they actually doing? Because I don't want to sit at the table with a whole bunch of people I don't know who they really, I'm not gonna know who they really are at first sight, but at least I want to know how they behave. You know what I'm saying? So after I noticed how they behave and they were acting to people and how people was reacting to them, then I went back and I chilled with them for a minute. We exchanged numbers, and that was in El Tunco, an hour at the beach, an hour away from San Salvador, the capital. Then when I went back to the capital, I reached out to them. They took me out, and ever since then we've been friends, bro. And it's been one of the best things I've done, like here in Central America. Like those are my closest friends in Central America, actually. And every time I go there, they come pick me up at the airport. I stay at their houses. We go everywhere. Like I know their families. Like I go to family events. Like we always rent like ranches at the beach. Like we've done it like 3 times that we rent like houses at the beach, and we just do our own parties and stuff like that. You guys gotta see it, man. All the content is on the channel. So places to visit in Central America this year that you have to are most PanamaCity, Nicaragua, and El Salvador. Those are the top 3. And if you want to get like the other country, I will throw in there Guatemala, because Guatemala, Antigua Guatemala, you can miss that one. There's so many things to do in Antigua Guatemala as well. And they also got the lake. They have Chamutampe, where you go and they have this river. Oh my God, there's a lot of things to do in Guatemala as well. Women are very, very welcoming and easy to talk to. They're very open, And in all these countries that I'm mentioning in Central America, like here in PanamaCity, you could come up to any girl and talk to them, and they're very welcoming. They're not gonna do nothing weird, like look at you weird, nothing like that. None of the stuff that happens in the US. You could talk to girls here easily. I mean, on dating apps or in person. In Nicaragua, it's super easy, but to be honest, in Nicaragua, most of the females that I interacted with were from Europe. So I didn't interact a lot with locals, because I didn't stay in Managua, in the capital. I was staying in the other cities. And normally for you to get to see like the hot chicks in Nicaragua, you probably will have to go to the city. Come on, they won Miss Universe last year, so that will tell you. And then in El Salvador, they're even easier. Like you go to the clubs, you could talk to any girls. Matter of fact, they talk to you if anything. Like the last girl I met in El Salvador, I was just passing by. She grabbed me like, hey, what's up? Let's dance. She put me to dance. We danced, and we stayed the whole night together. So it's really easy to talk to these girls out here. I mean, and at one point, to give you another tip, at one point I was looking into like a dating app, because you always do research before you get to these countries, or you do like warm-ups and stuff like that, just to test and fill up the air. What is it looking like? What are the girls looking like? And I was looking up online and looking up on dating apps to see what the girls are looking like and stuff like that. And I didn't see a lot of beautiful women. But once you get there and you see them in the habitat, like where they at, then you're able to see more, and you get a different experience. And and then you really see the sexiness, because you gotta adapt to what they got. So once you get there and a couple of days pass by, you start like, oh, this is like that. That's how they behave. This is where they at. This is the kind of girls that you could meet. This is the kind of girls that you could meet here and there. So again, the 3 countries that you must visit this year, 2025, in Central America are Nicaragua, PanamaCity, and El Salvador, in no particular order. And then if you need to put another one in there, Guatemala. And I hear very good things about Belize. I haven't visited Belize, so I will not do any comments on Belize. I mean, that's the only country in Central America that I haven't visited yet. I'm leaving that one for last. But so far, Panama City is a must. El Salvador is a must. Nicaragua, you should definitely experience it. And do it as soon as possible before it gets worse, because I don't know, it might get worse and it might be harder for Americans to visit. So do it as soon as possible. And then again, the bonus is gonna be Guatemala. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I will put some links in the description about these countries, like the nightlife and first impressions from this country, so that you get to see and actually get to see how I move around and move and check in these countries. And then if you have any more questions, you can leave it in the comments, or check me out on IG at rayharperintl. I'm also going to link some of the essentials that I use when I'm travel. There's a lot of things that I particularly use that are being very beneficial to me when I travel, that it might be a good use to you guys too. So check them out. I'm gonna put them on the link, like my chargers and stuff like that. Also some of the stuff that I wear, some of my outfits, some of my clothes. You guys know I'm a stylist. I've been a stylist for more than 10 years. So every time you see me in these countries, I'm always gonna bring the heat. So if you like any of that stuff, I'm gonna leave the link for places, maybe not the exact place when I got it from, but other places where I was able to find similar products, you know what I mean? So again, all of that is gonna be in the link. Do not forget to subscribe. This year we're gonna do it bigger, guys, than ever. Talk to you guys in the next one. Again, Brazil soon. It's coming. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be my first time in Brazil. If you've been to Brazil, leave something in the description, not in the description. Leave me a comment telling me what are the must-dos. What is some of the things that I must do when I'm in Brazil? Because this is my first time. I'm a little nervous about it actually, but I'm excited at the same time. And I will take all the advices that I can, and I will do as much as I can. If there's anything that you want me to do specific in Brazil too, let me know, and I will definitely do content about it. All right. So talk to you guys in the next one. It's your boy Harper.